WDW Tiki Room, the show about all things Disney at srsounds.com. Glad to have you with us. We are very pleased to have with us stage actress, nominated 5 times for the Tony Award, an Outstanding Actress in Musical category. She's been on Broadway's Princess Fiona in Shrek the Musical. She's also been in Anything Goes and a whole slew of other great productions. Now, she is starring in the brand new ABC Family original series Bunheads that premieres this Monday, June 11th at 9/8 Central on ABC Family. Please welcome Sutton Foster. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Hi.
You've done a lot of TV work here and there in Law & Order, Flight of the Conchords, but this is your first lead role. How do you feel about taking this step and transitioning?
I'm loving it. I really am. I am having like the time of my life, and it's truly been. But I think it's because it just feels like the right role, the right writer, the right project, and the right timing. You know, like I've been living in New York for about 15 years. I absolutely love the theater. It's, you know, my home. It's what I always wanted to do. But there was just I was coming to a point where I just wanted a new challenge and something new. And this came across my path, and it's just been an incredible experience, and I'm learning every single day something new, and it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm 37 years old, and I'm learning so much, and it's cool. It's a whole new challenge, a whole new chapter of my life. So it's kind of cool.
Now, Amy, who is your executive producer we just talked about, she is very fond of writing these pop culture references and stuff in her shows. Have you ever had those pop up and you've had to maybe research what that particular thing is, maybe look it up on the internet? What's so great is that a lot of them I'll get, and then there's some I'm like, I don't know what that means. And I just keep when I read the script for the first time, anything I don't know, I just look up, and then I'm like, oh, okay. But a lot of them I know, but some of them are just so crazy, but then once you read it, you're like, got it. But she's just I think she's just a genius, and it's fun because things will go by and you won't get it until like the next day, and you're like, oh my God, you know. But yeah. Do you see yourself in the young actresses that you're working with in their fictional roles, and young actresses as well, young dancers? I
do, actually. The girls are in their teens, 16, 17, and as a character, definitely, and in my life too, because I keep I go back to when I was 17 years old, and when I was in my, just sort of starting out, but they are far better dancers than I ever was. They are the most beautiful ballet dancers, and they're extraordinary, and they're doing things on the show that are so exciting, and it's them doing it. There's no body doubles coming in to dance for them. They're like the real deal, and they're really great young women, and it's exciting. It's exciting to see them have this opportunity, and I think it's going to be a great thing for them in their lives, but yeah. Michelle, my character, definitely. I think she sees in them and wants to impart to them sort of ways to do things better than she did, because I think Michelle lost her way, and when you meet my character, she's very lost, and so she wants to impart some better judgment and wisdom into these young kids, and so that maybe they don't make the same mistakes she did.
Now, has anyone in the theater community given you any advice into taking this to the screen? Perhaps some advice?
Who gave me advice? It's so funny because my ex-husband, Christian Borle, is on Smash, And we actually talked about it. We're very good friends, and he's the one that gave me probably the most advice, which is so weird. But he was saying, because I was asking him how Smash was going, and he was saying, you know, it's like you just got to keep moving forward because there's so much material, and you can't, as soon as you finish a scene, you have to let it go and move on to the next one. Like, you can't keep holding, you know, you can't, like with the theater, you get a chance to, you get a scene, you do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for years, you know, sometimes. And with TV, everything moves so quickly. So you might spend 3 hours on a scene, and then you have to, like, it has to go away because you have to make room for a whole new scene, a whole new moment. And so, and in many ways, it's a blessing because you can't get in your own way. You have to like act fast, and you have to go. And there's 40 people in a room staring at you with cameras, and so you can't get scared, and you can't go, oh, I don't know, I don't know if I can do it. You have to just do it. And in a way, that's been a real blessing for me, just as like an actress, because I'm like, okay, I'm just going to dive in and do it. And it's been scary and fun at the same time.
Once again, we are chatting with the star of ABC Family's new original series, Bunheads, which you can check out during its season premiere this coming Monday, June 11th at 9/8 Central on ABC Family. Now, how is this different for a Broadway show where you memorize the script and doing the show where lines of dialogue can even change on the fly? What's the preparation for that?
It definitely, it's definitely a whole new challenge, and it was the thing that I was probably the most scared about, because I thought, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? Because I also want to do her writing justice as well, so that means you need to know it. You can't just look at it that morning. It's impossible.
Right.
And so whenever we get a new script, I'm daunted. I go, oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to do it, But it's just about work. You just have to, it's my job. So my job is to, when I'm just constantly working. And I love to work, so I'm a bit of a workaholic. And so I just work. I'm always working on the script, working on memorizing. I grab anybody I can when I'm offset and run lines. And my best friend lives here in LA, and she had 8-week-old twins, and so I spend a lot of time here with her and the babies, and she runs lines with me, and it's just part of. I want to do the best I can at really honoring the writing and honoring Amy and honoring everybody in the show, and so I just work.
So some of our listeners wanted to know if you've had to change your physical routine from doing Broadway to doing television.
Well, and I will say, because Anything Goes was like, from going from Anything Goes to the show, I was like, I'm going to get fat. I'm going to get because Anything Goes, I was moving so much. I was walking in New York and everything. But because of, and that's another reason I'm taking ballet every day, and I'm trying to stay like super in shape and healthy, and because I'm like, I'm a dancer, I have to look like a dancer. But the biggest change in my life is probably the hours, because I wake up at like 4:30, and I know, it's like crazy things. Like I'm like, oh, my pickup set, we do this, we shoot on location about half of the week. We work on a studio lot for about 3 days a week, and then we work up in a location spot that's about a 45-minute drive away. And they're like, okay, your pickup's at 5:45. I'm like, okay. So that's just different, waking up at 4:30 a.m. and being awake while it's dark. Or last night I went to bed at 8:30 because I was just tired. It's like bizarre because I'm like, I'm exhausted, and I'm like, well, it's still light out. Maybe I should wait until the sun goes down. But it's my life right now. We're in production for roughly like 3 months, and my life right now is this. It's like intense, and the hours are intense, and I work 12, 14 hours a day, and it's hard and very, but and different, obviously, than doing a Broadway show. A lot of people are asking me, they're like, what's the difference between a Broadway show and doing the TV? And I was like, well, the hours. It's just, when you do a show, it's like 2.5 hours of like, damn, intense. And then with this, you still work, but you have a lot of lag time where you're waiting for them to do setups, and then it's like you have to be on, and I've become addicted to Coke Zero. I'm like, trying to, and coffee. I drink a lot of coffee, so it's just a different. I have a totally different lifestyle, but it's fun.
Do you miss New York and having to roam around, or do you like the LA traffic?
I kind of love my car. I hate saying it, like I kind of love it though, because it's like your little bubble, and you get to go in it, and you don't have to like deal with crowds. Or I'm sure it's just a nice change of pace for me. I after a while in New York, I love New York, and I will be back. I'm not going. I'm not going to be gone forever, but it's nice to be. It's nice. It's just nice. Just a nice change of pace.
Now, how is it like, you coming from the stage and doing Shrek the Musical as opposed to doing something on TV with these girls, these young women doing ballet?
Oh, it's just a totally different world. Yeah. In Bunheads, there's a lot. We have a lot of all of our main cast. It's all women, which is very exciting, and it is fun to the girls are. They're awesome. They are awesome, and they are so talented and so sweet but they're also youthful and full of energy, and they are so excited about, and it's different. I'm getting older and I'm tired, and I'm like, and it's just different energy. But they're really, really great kids. They're not even kids. They're young women. How about that? And but it's totally a different vibe, but a welcome vibe.
If you could bring any Disney character to life, which one would it be?
Oh, my favorite's always been Belle from Beauty and the Beast. She's my favorite.
You would make it in Belle.
If I could ever have the opportunity to play Belle, I would. I'm getting too old now, but she's always been my favorite.
I don't think so. I think our listeners would love to see you play Belle.
Okay.
Well, we want to be really respectful of your time, Sutton. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.